Hey parents, Pastor Luke here. Want to give you a quick update of what happened in April with our students and then looking ahead into the summer. I will tell you right up front, let me just get some events and information out of the way, and then I'll tell you what we've been doing in our youth ministry on Wednesdays. God's been doing some cool stuff. Let me just tell you, camp first of all. It's July 6th through the 9th. That's a Thursday through a Monday. Final payments are due May 23rd. It's $250. I have received deposits and money from most of you. I do need those forms and the money by May 23rd. And I have these cards with this information. You're more than welcome to get one of these on Wednesday, just as a reminder. That's a little over 2 weeks away for the camp. Again, price will go up after May 23rd to $270. So it'll go up $20. Also, I said too weird there. Anyway. Also, fine arts, if you have students in fine arts, that is the following month, so July 30th through August 3rd. I need the deposits actually a little sooner than I need them for camp because the deadline for fine arts is approaching for nationals. The deposit is $120 to secure their spot on the Houston trip, and is due with the forms on May 17th. So I need the deposit and the forms for fine arts by May 17th. The total trip cost after the deposit will be $600. So the total $720 minus deposit, it'll be $600 left after that, and that will be due July 24th. So we've got time. We're gonna do some fundraisers. We're gonna do some different things to raise money for camp and for fine arts, but I at least want to get you all the basic information. Again, one of these cards will be available on Wednesday night. So hopefully that helps. That's just kind of what's coming up. I'm also planning some summer events, like we have an opportunity to go to the dirt track here in Abilene, not the drag race strip, but the dirt track. There's a family-friendly section that's patrolled by police officers and super safe. We've had leaders go and check that out. And that's an opportunity we're going to plan. We're going to plan some Sonic takeovers during the day where I'll buy kids drinks and stuff like that. So we've got some events coming up. I'll post a full summer calendar here as we get some of those details ironed out. This Wednesday, we're going to do a camp preview service. We're going to have camp live. So we'll divide kids up into teams. We'll do some crazy games and really bring the camp experience to Abilene. We've got some rec crew coming in. And so it's going to be a great time for the kids to get a dose of what camp is going to be like. Again, that's this coming Wednesday. So that's going to be cool, May 9th. I'm excited about that. And I just got to say, I love your students. I love what God is doing on Wednesday nights. We're seeing an increase in faith, and we're seeing an increase in numbers. And when the apostles were planting the early church in Acts, that was one thing that was brought up, is that, I forget which verse it is, but it says, and the disciples watched the church grow in faith and in numbers. And so those are the two barometers I'm looking at, is are we growing in our faith and are we growing in numbers? And faithfully, God is increasing our numbers as a youth ministry, and God is increasing the faith. And we did a series in April called God's Plan. What is God's plan? God's plan is to redeem people to himself. And so we talked about evangelism. Before we did that, we talked about value. We talked about God is passionate about people because he sees you as valuable. You're the pearl of great price. You're the treasure in the field. And so we had an altar call about self-worth and value. About half the room responded, and God did a work in the lives of a lot of girls and even boys in that room of saying, hey, I need to see myself like God sees me. And then we moved into a time of teaching on evangelism. In Luke 15, the lost sheep, Jesus leaves the 99 to get the one that's lost, because going back to value. And so to close that series out, I actually brought in a live sheep. And we had a sheep in the front and just said, hey, do you smell like sheep? Are you around your friends? Are you awkward and distant because you're a Christian, you have to live differently? Or are you in their business? Are you around them? Are you shepherding people? Are you in the sheep? Are you in the midst of the sheep? And it was powerful. It was cool. It was awkward. We had a live sheep in the middle of the church. It was weird, but I had a lot of fun. And so, man, thank you for letting me speak into the lives of your students. I don't take that lightly. I know it's a big deal. I know we're in this in a partnership, that we are locking arms and saying, hey, together we're going to raise these teenagers spiritually, and we're going to develop them and watch what God does in their lives, even in this crazy culture, this crazy world, this crazy time that 2018 is. We can see God do powerful things in our midst, in our students. So thank you for letting me be a part of that. God is moving. We've had prophetic words happen in our services. We don't shy away from the Holy Spirit. We watch him move in our services. And then even beyond that, as we have fellowship time and small groups in our home. And so we're achieving balance of powerful ministry and a sense of community. It's got to be both. Students need to feel like they can belong, and students need to be touched by the power of the Holy Spirit. And that's what we believe we're cultivating, and we're seeing God honor it and bless it. And so if you have any questions, concerns, anything you want to talk to me about, anything you see that's alarming, anything you see that you like, please let me know. Again, we're in this together. I have thick skin, so if you see something you don't like, I will not be a baby about being told that. Love you guys so much. Thanks for letting me communicate with you and just let you know what's going on, and hope you have a great rest of your week.